right.
You were supposed to say, we're going to have to do take two. You were supposed to say, welcome back to Business Brand. What's the name of this called?
Oh, that's
Brand.
what you wanted to pop in? Okay.
And then when you say welcome back, I'll be like,
Okay, here we go. Forget y'all can see us. And welcome back to Brands, Business, and Boundaries.
where are our air horns?
Gotta get in front.
Wait, we gotta do it again. Shoot. Hold on, y'all. Wait,
that's not an air horn, though.
It's not doing nothing.
I don't.
I was trying to get.
They don't have an air horn. That's stupid.
They still loading. They gonna come up. There it is.
Child. Okay.
There it is.
Yeah. Fire. Welcome back, guys.
Here. What up?
Ooh, grab some water. Take a sip. Take a seat. And put your seatbelts on. We're going on a ride.
We didn't say who we were.
Oh, my name is Shekinah. I'm the host of the Let's Talk Sis podcast and one half of Brands, Business, and Boundaries. This is
Kimberland, and I'm the other half and the universe architect for the Minding My Black Ass Business universe.
Woo!
What up?
Ooh.
That's us.
All right, guys. So today's gonna be a little bit.
My soundboard is failing me.
Talk to the tech team.
It's delayed. We're over. We're not doing this anymore.
All right, so today's going to be a little bit different. Normally we come on here, we have a conversation, a discussion, and recap the things that we got done in our co-working session. But today is actually going to be an extension of the co-working because we still got stuff we need to do, okay? Just as simple as that. And when there's an opportunity at hand, you must seize the moment. So, Kimberland, tell the people what we're about to do.
So we are working on, basically, I'm going to call it, I hate using these words, but it's like a pitch situation. We received the opportunity to collaborate with a creator, and we are in the process of deciding how we want to frame what we do down here to the Minding My Black Ass Business, the Let's Talk Sis, Minding My Black Ass Business universe, the Let's Talk Sis universe, and the universes that are affiliated and such. So we are trying to take a very large concept and bring that down to a sentence or two. So we're going through the process of kind of dumping out the ideas so that we are able to narrow that down. And this is something that y'all might be struggling with too, because a lot of times, especially if you're the visionary behind a lot of things, there's so much and so many pieces, and you don't know how to take all those pieces and kind of put it together to make it make sense. So thankfully, this is something that Shekinah is stellar at doing, and this is her gift in helping to make the things that are complex and kind of less breaking it down. So we're giving you insight into the behind the scenes of that process, and if you want to know what is happening, who the creators are, the things that are going on, and all that kind of stuff, you got to come on to the Patreons, all right? So you got to come into the archive. That's at Minding My Black Ass Business on Patreon, or the LTS Sisterhood at Patreon. That's Shekinah's Patreon. That's where you're going to get, are you both looking for a joint name? Somebody, tell us what you're thinking and talking, Jazz. Tell us what you're thinking and talking, baby. Okay? So that's what we're going to be doing today and also you can be a part of this conversation if you come and hang out with us on Thursdays on TikTok, where we have co-working, where a lot of these conversations happen. Okay. So you can either go to at Let's Talk.sis podcast, here on TikTok or over on TikTok, because this is on YouTube, over on TikTok, or you can go to at Kimberland J. But we go live every Thursday from 12 to 2 p.m. Eastern. I haven't started thinking yet, but I would love to throw ideas at y'all. Baby, throw them away. You understand me? Throw them our way. Far off, okay? A lot of the things that we're doing in our universe have come from people who are being a part of the universe, because this is the thing. Y'all also have universes. You also have a realm that you exist in, a gift that you have. You have a specialty. And so we need everybody. Like we
We
need
do.
literally somebody from every walk of life.
Oh,
So you
baby,
got
bring
ideas?
it all to me.
Let's holler at us. That's how we expand. Okay, so anyway, so where we leave off
We
before I
have
leave.
10 minutes to
Okay.
power through and
I'm
get
putting
it
on my power
done.
brain.
All right.
Let's go.
Put on our power brands. The question is,
Mm-hmm.
what do you do?
What do you do? All right.
It's
Are your
such a
fingers
broad
ready?
question. That's why I'm laughing. Yes, go.
Okay. So, provide a space for people to feel seen and heard, where conversations about healing, let's say healing trauma, let's put that together as one thing. Healing trauma, neurodivergence
I'm
is a big
sorry.
part of our universe.
Is it healing, comma, trauma?
No, as one thing, healing
Okay.
trauma. Neurodivergence, adulting, joy, and frolicking, and kikiing. Intergenerational, I think, is an important word to use. Vulnerable. Anybody else that's here from our universes, can you drop words if they come to your mind that I have not listed? Or anybody that's had a chance to interact. I don't know if Erica's still here, but
Erica says she back. They interrupted me while she's at work. I'm at work. Wait, they interrupted me with work while I'm at work. Absurd.
yeah,
How dare
that's
they?
foolishness.
Don't they know you down to the code
So
working with
inconsiderate.
the
See, that's why
girl?
we got to block them calendars off. That's I be having stuff on my calendar, girl. When Kev on stage and them come on, that's why Tuesdays is blocked off. I got to watch. Here's the thing. This is my self care. Okay, sis, mind your business. Where Black women talk healing, truth, culture, and growth. Oh, Jazz is over here pitching ideas at us.
Oh, like for
Okay.
a crossover world. Okay, that's
Uh
cute.
huh.
See, mind your business.
Okay.
I like
All right.
that.
All right,
I'm
Jazz.
picking
Keep
up
it
what you
coming. Keep
put
it
down,
coming. Keep it
friend.
coming. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Let them use you, girl. Let them use you.
Eva. Okay, so what I provide a space for people to feel seen, heard, where combos about healing trauma, not neurodivergence, adulting, joy, and frolicking, and kikiing, intergenerational, and vulnerable. Now, what I want you to do for me is tell
Okay.
me the result of all of that, or a problem that solves in a person. When I come and I find a space where people are making me feel seen, heard, and we're having conversations about healing and we're talking about my neurodivergence, what does that do for me? Or what is the end result? Is it a feeling? Is it a new found way of life? Is it a
It's a
perspective?
feeling
Is
of
it
connection,
access?
community, clarity for a new way of existing, paradigm shifts, and birthing of other universes.
There we go. What is the problem when why does what well, let me see what I'm trying to say. What is the consequence of that not happening? Of people not feeling connected, not having clarity, not shifting their paradigms, and not birthing their universe?
Burnout, feeling alone in your walk, your journey, disconnection from self and others, um, frustration.
We are talking about what we offer in the minding my black ass business universe. What all that? How do we articulate all of those offerings in a sentence or two? So right now we're just kind of brainstorming, spitballing.
Jazz added invisibility. Yeah, not feeling seen or heard, ignored, forgotten. I can't wait to open mic night. When we doing this? When we planning it?
I don't know, girl. I
I'm
don't
sorry.
know.
We
Not
supposed to
right
be in the thing right now. My bad. I be crossing. Y'all. Oh, we
tonight.
got so much
Technically,
fun
we can
stuff
talk
coming
about
up.
we can talk about it tonight.
Oh, we can talk about it at IMLC. Okay, I'm
If
focused.
you on my Patreon, I'm a stream our conversation live to Patreon. So,
Oh my
going down there if you
God.
want to tune in. Okay.
Okay, I was streaming on mine too.
Okay.
Yay.
So, what do we offer? A safe space for people. So, marking women feeling community connected, clarity. The consequences of not having this is burnout, feeling alone in your walk, disconnected from self and others, frustration and invisibility, feeling forgotten. So now our work is, I don't know if we can do this in the next 4 minutes, but it's going to be to figure out the framework that we want to present this information in. So basically, we know the characteristics of, in terms of the question of who do we love to serve, and we kind of have the characteristics of what do we do, right? So now the question is, do we want to deliver that in the vehicle of, you know, a story like I shared at the top of the co-working? Do we want to do it just some words? Well, I guess she's receiving this in an inbox, so you want to give as much context as possible, and make it as interesting. That's why I do think the story could be kind of a good angle. And within that story, your person, Erica, is walking a day in the life of Erica, walking around feeling forgotten and invisible, and just got a call from her job interrupting her, and that was the 20th call today, and now she feeling burned out, and just so happened to go on YouTube and was looking for a good kiki, a
This is
place where she
good.
could frolic and vulnerable, and happened to stumble upon a Magna My Black Ass Business page, and came to find out all of these other things, right? Like that can be kind of
Oh my
how
God, this
you
is so
tell that
good.
story for who Erica is and how you served her, how she would, and it's ideal, like how would she come across your page? What is she going through a day in her life or a week or whatever that made her come across your page? What did she feel when she came across your page? What was the result? Now the outcome of that. Now Erica's birthed her whole new universe. So we want promotion and finding more Ericas so that they can go through da.
This is good, Shekinah. You remember I told y'all this her gift. I meant that shit, baby. This bitch is good. Okay. I love that so
Did you just
much.
get goosebumps
So
too?
yeah, very much. I got a lot of things that that move through my body. In the best ways possible. That really made my spirit leap, and I look forward to doing that. Um, we have a live testimonial that says, I felt like I was with my sisters or cousins when I first joined y'all live."
Oh, hey,
Yeah.
cousin.
Okay.
Yay. That's exactly
Yeah,
what
come on
we
in
got.
here. It's so funny because the way that, so I'm a life coach, Jazz, and one of the things we talked about, I don't remember which week it was, Shekinah, but one week we talked about boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
And the way that we describe boundaries is like in a neighborhood. So you can be across the street, you can be on the same side of the street, you can be on the yard, you can be on the porch, you can be in the living room, or you can be in the bedroom. And so as we're looking at different relationships in our lives, we're figuring out where do we put those people. And so you were on the same side of the street walking by, and then you stopped. And now you like, now they look like a good time over there. Maybe we talked over the fence a little bit. You know, you was like, I like them down there. Now you're making a choice to come on into the yard. And that's where our Patreon is. And step onto the porch. You know, you can join the Patrons for free at first if you would like, and then you step on the porch, and I was like, let me get a little deeper and see they're talking good now down to over here. And yeah, so it's just really cool to see it happen in real life. She said, I didn't know y'all, but felt like we grew up together after the first live. So we also have some suggestions.
Sisters. We stand together. We make
See,
up
that
one
was
big
awesome.
family, though we don't. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna let her cook. Because I was about to say this is also a place where a generational gap exists. Because while I watched Cheetah Girls, I wasn't a Cheetah girl.
Yeah.
Right. So I watched it and I remember that little tune and I was like, I like that, but I might have just been just on the edge of like being a real adult. So
that's after your time. That's after your time. You know how folks say that's before your time.
Yeah, that's after my time. So anyway, I was also going to say we have some suggestions here about different ways to call our crossover that we have here. And so I feel like this is maybe something that we are going to need to talk about in another container, right? Because we're about to go. So what for IMLC, and IMLC, for anybody who's just entering and don't know the acronyms, is Intuitive Melanated Life Coach. Shekinah's currently working on her life coach certification. And so we have this time blocked out to help build out her universe, right? And so this is one of the spaces that was birthed out of Shekinah's Let's Talk Sis universe. So we have a space this evening that we can use to do some things. So you said you were going to tell me what now? Because let's write this down because I'm not going to remember.
I was going to tell you what now.
Something I was really excited about. You were like, oh, we can use IMLC for that. And
I was
like,
to talk about spoken word poetry night.
Okay, can we put this down somewhere so we could remember? Do we have an IMLC?
That's what we're using IMLC for, is our, planning, Girls Night In planning. But yeah, I got you. I'll write it down.
I just don't want to forget because I'm going to show up like, what we doing today?
I got you, girl. I got you. Because we gotta talk about some other stuff. But anyway, okay, so I'm glad we got a nice kickoff, a nice start to that. We have to have this done really by the end of the day today, right? Correct. We said within the week. So
I'm gonna need to develop these stories, right, for Erica and for Kristen. And what was the other then we got to shrink down. Is there a sentence frame or formula or something that I can use to be able to take these words?
Yeah, actually, it is called a value proposition statement. I'll say it, but I'll send it to you. It is I help X do Y through Z.
Okay. All right. So
we can spend the first 30 minutes of IMLC wrapping this up if you would like, and then we can go into planning and discussing it. Girls Night In.
That would be perfect. And also remember, we're having Discover Your Destiny today, and this is Reflection Week. And so there's going to be a lot to reflect on regarding how you have been in the role, but in more of the role as a facilitator, and having background information into the process now. So it's going to be like double fold. And then how are you processing how the participants have gone through their journey and the reflections that they share? So keep that in mind when we're in Discover Your Destiny, but we're also going to need to use that to inform how we're going to be planning, because that's going to determine how you're going to show up in that space with intentionality.
Got it. Okay, cool.
You got all that? Okay.
Awesome. So I will see you shortly. Go ahead.
Yeah, we appreciate. I was just gonna say, y'all really got like insight into how things be popping up, just and how we manage all of that and everything. It's a very interesting. This is a very interesting work environment. This is the last thing I'm gonna say before we go, because I feel like this is important for everybody to know here that is watching this. I woke up this morning and I said to myself, I can't wait to get into the office. Like, when is the last time, that people
Yeah.
really woke up and was like, I can't wait to go to work? Like,
Yeah,
I look
never.
forward to being able to sit here and it's like, ooh, today we get to work on this. Like, this
Yes,
is going to be
I
so
agree.
dope.
I agree.
And so I wanted to say that because it is possible. It is possible for us to have environments that feel affirming and you feel seen and it feels synergistic and there's creation just happening. It does not have to be an uphill battle that's causing trauma. It does not. Okay. So if you're seeing yourself in that and feeling like you want to connect with us, make sure that you go to all the places where we are, right? So over on YouTube, connect to Minding My Black Ass Business, Let's Talk Sis podcast here, or where we at? We here on YouTube. On on TikTok at Let's Talk.sis podcast at Kimberlyn J, on Instagram at Kimberlyn J, and Let's Talk. What you got dots on
Same
Instagram?
things on
Let's Talk.sis podcast. Okay. And also make your way down to our Patreons. Okay. My Patreon is called The Archive. So it's patreon.com/minding my black ass business. And Shekinah's Patreon is the LTS Sisterhood. And your Patreon handle is what?
LTS
At
Sisterhood.
LTS Sisterhood. Okay, so patreon.com/@LTS Sisterhood. And that's how you all can come in a little closer. All right, we appreciate y'all for hanging out with us. We love you
Leave
so
some
much.
orange books and bubbles in the chat just to let us know y'all was here. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Peace up. Hey, calm down. Okay, bye.
Hey.